Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris Bonner here, Power Training TV. So as you guys know, I'm going for that goal of 42-inch vertical jump. Just to give you a heads up, it's in the next month, I guarantee that. I'm just waiting for that one workout where I hit it and I'll share it with you guys. What I wanted to do today though, was I developed through this process a pretty tight warm-up. So after my dynamic warm-up of kind of just basically static stretching, getting loosened up, I've entered also a hip specific or jumping specific warm-up that I do for my hips that I wanted to share with you guys today. So as soon as I'm done with my dynamic warm-up, I'll usually do a series of fire hydrants. And I've always done these, however, Rashad Jennings, the running back from New York Giants, actually showed me these. I think he worked with Bomarito down south, and I actually started implementing them, and I love them. So it's basically your basic fire hydrant where you're just kicking your hip up and out. But however, the first 5 are going to be with a pause, and then the second 5 will be more dynamic and fluid. So your first 5 are going to look more like a pause here, and then your second 5 are just going to be cocking them out and pushing them out. Right after that, I'm going to do a series of hip circles. Same thing, first 5 is going to be shooting back as hard as you can. I'm really squeezing and working on firing this glute as hard as I possibly can up in the air, rotating the hip around as hard as I can. Boom, rotating the hip around. Then after the pause, I'm going to go a series of 5 dynamic ones. I'll repeat that twice on each side. As soon as I get this done, I'm going to do a single band loop, basically a same kind of concept where I'm warming up the hips. I'll put it around my ankle. From here, I'm going to go 3 ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on staying, keeping all my weight shifted on this leg. And from here, I'm just going to drive out quick strokes. I'm going to go 10, I'll go 10 diagonal, and then I'll go 10 reverse. Same thing on this side, 10, 10 diagonal, 10 reverse, and I'll go 2 times through each way. As soon as I'm done this, I'll basically take another band. I'll loop it twice because I want it to have a little bit more tension. So as you'll see, I'll just take this here, loop it around twice. I'm going to put this around my knees, and I'm going to do a series of basically focused squats where I'm really focusing on firing the glutes, screwing my feet into the ground, driving the band out every time. I'll do typically 10 of those. Right after that, I'm gonna do a series of monster walks. So it's just gonna look like this. I wanna drive the knees out outside my shoulders and walk and stay in a tight base, athletic stance, neutral spine. Same thing, reverse, boom, all the way back. And then from there, I'll go 10 yards lateral, keeping my knees wide the entire time, all the way back. I'll do that 2 times through. Once I'm finished this, I mean, my hips are firing, I feel good, everything's going good. I'll do a series of low squat foot jumps. And I'll explain these pretty intricately to you guys so you guys understand, because they look funky, but they've really supported me in growing my vertical jump. And all I'm doing, I learned this basically from the guys out in Arizona, Jay Schroeder and them. They worked with the guy Adam Archuleta, and I used to travel out there and work with them. But essentially all it is I'm getting down into a low squat position, putting all my muscles on stretch. After all the muscles are on stretch, I want them to absorb force in their longest positions. So what that looks like is I'll come down here and I'm basically just absorbing force as hard as I possibly can into the ground, jumping up a little and absorbing that force on the ground each time. So I'll do a series of like 3 sets of 10 seconds with that, and then I'm ready to get into my plyometric workout. I hope that helps you out. I'm gonna watch you guys next time.